taking a live look right now at Castle Rock, where the snow isn't falling just yet. But every Tuesday we talk about something that's driving you crazy, and we're actually zeroing in on that area today.
Yeah, Jason, there's someone who is worried about the safety of a particularly really busy bridge.
Yeah, that bridge that you just saw behind you. It was Jen from Douglas County who wrote to me saying, what's driving you crazy? Does CDOT have an explanation as to why rebar is showing on the Meadows I-25 bridge in Castle Rock? Is the bridge safe as it's a main road in Castle Rock? There are so many potholes that are so deep that they show the rebar. The road has been bad for years and they don't fix it. Well, let me start, Jen, by saying yes, CDOT assures me that the bridge is safe to drive on. They say the structure is sound, but you can see the damage here. We can all clearly see it from the video I took when I was down there. The driving surface looks terrible. Now, the story really begins back in the summer of 2015 when CDOT contracted to have the third lane added to the eastbound side of the Meadows Parkway Bridge. This is what that process looked like back then. In order for that third lane to be added, this original wide concrete median right there that separated the two sides of traffic needed to be removed. It was during that median removal process that the left lane damage occurred, giving the lane its current look. Now, I answered a similar question to yours to a viewer back in 2017. At that time, I was told that the process to remove the median was much more difficult than expected. I was also told during an extensive resurfacing of the bridge project was cost prohibitive and that the driving surface would be left in place until the entire bridge deck could be rehabilitated, since CDOT believed at that time there was a reasonable driving surface in place. That appears to be the same thinking now, as I was told recently by CDOT that this isn't a structural problem and that they will continue to perform routine maintenance on this structure but leave the surface as is. Now, in the 2021 bridge inspection report, the bridge deck is listed as level 6, satisfactory condition with structural elements showing some minor deterioration. That does not seem to fit with what we can see when we drive over that left lane. The inspection report says the bridge deck has been protected with an epoxy coat that adds some reinforcing stability to the surface, but as for making the surface ride better, it's not really going to happen. So it seems that CDOT is willing to leave it as is for the foreseeable future. I have much more on this story right now on Denver7.com. We'll go to the traffic that's down there right now, and you can see that it's actually looking pretty good. So this is the Founders Meadows Bridge right there. And so far the drive is pretty nice. There are some areas of some dusting of snow down in Castle Rock and Castle Pines and Highlands Ranch, but it shouldn't slow you down by any means. Otherwise, a pretty decent ride out here to the west side of town. And Katie, it looks like we're going to see most of the snow out to the northwest right now.
Yeah.